yourself with a rubber hose. Stuff it in your mouth and down your throat, up your nose or in your hiney hole. I don't care where it goes, and it don't matter if you're straight or gay. You should fuck yourself anyway.
Guys, welcome. We're looking at phase change. This is a seasonally unexpected wet hop juicy ale, weighing in at 4.7%. It's unfiltered. It's from Lagunitas, and my guess is it's gonna be good. And I'm gonna open it with the Army Guy. Why? Because the Army Guy kicks ass. I got my upstairs Army Guy and my downstairs Army Guy. One I got from Big Jeff, the other one I got from Jim. And we gotta stir this carefully so that we don't get any of the schmutz from the bottom. Okay. Smells, you're getting that fresh hoppy thing in there, but boy, you're just getting loads of what smell like orange and mango, and we ain't got time for this shit, so cheers. Big Jeff, bitches. Oh yeah. Ooh. It's like, I know some of you get all, I don't want to hear about that fruity ass beer. Well, how about an unfiltered IPA? The hell is on this? It's like pelican shit. You get all the things that I like about an IPA, but you're like a mandarin orange and all that. It just tastes like you can just imagine that shit, just some guy cutting it up and tossing it right in the vat, just ultra fresh and yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I'm going with like mandarin oranges. So, what did I do with it? Matt didn't, somebody sent the high quality aluminum bottle opener. And then Matt went all out and bought this plastic one. Tap-a-cap. I got something I'd like to tap. Well, one plus I can see about the tap-a-cap is it didn't distort the cap at all. So if you've got like some kind of a cap collection going, I try to save every cap from everything. Even if I open up shit upstairs, I put it in a pile and I bring it down here, and I've got a box. And if I ever get that message saying, hey, I've got a project, or a friend has a project, do you have any bottle caps? Yeah, I got bottle caps. Weird, huh? Okay, one fast thing, just, your personal thoughts, because I do like them. I took the generic grip off of the 4043, and I put the one that I redid, and the only reason I'm asking for your guys' thoughts is because as I said, I thought I was getting something a little less shiny than this. So I guess the reason I decided to put this one on here is I just wanted to see how well this product from not Krylon, the other company, how It's like, I just had it. What the hell did... Oh, Rust-Oleum. The product from Rust-Oleum, I just wanted to see how long it would hold up. And if it seems like it's going to do an okay job, then I'll go get the flat black one and reshoot it again. You know, I mean, obviously the original one got chewed up, so I know it's gonna eventually get chewed up. But that product that I use that I got from Samantha was a different product. It was more designed as a almost like a rubberized coating. So as soon as I got any parts cleaner on here, it started to actually come off of the edges. I mean, to the point where I actually removed it from this grip basically by peeling it off. On the other hand, this thing spent a considerable amount of time in the ultrasonic cleaner. I stripped the whole slide apart on it and got the firing pin and everything out, made sure there was nothing behind the extractor, and boy, this thing, even like the front strapping had almost looked like a little bit of a yellowing to it, and I tell you, the thing just came out spotless. It's pretty awesome when you just anticipate the next time you get to go out to try something, and oh yeah, just because I like to piss people off. And the same goes for the 1066. The 1066 was professionally done. I don't know what kind of cleaner they use and what kind of ultrasonic tank that they use, but Dusty out at Dead On broke this thing completely down. Went through it. I told him I wanted to have him take a look at it as far as reliability, anything that he saw not right about it, and he gave it the thumbs up. And like I said, the only issue is I told him to take the magazine disconnect out of it, one on this side, and he kind of misunderstood me and thought that I wanted everything. I mean, it goes down to a little bar. Actually, it's the one on this side. This one is the yeah, because it's inverted when I. Just never mind, okay? This side, if you take the sight off, the one that's on this side is the firing pin safety, and this one on when you're holding it in your hand on your left side, that's the magazine disconnect. I see no reason for it. I have it in a bag along with the original spring and blah blah blah. But you know, as long as I'm alive and enjoying it, I want it to work the way I want it to work. And then, like I said, Dusty went through, made sure everything was right, reliability, blah, blah, blah. Did his trigger job on it, and thing is just a frickin', well, at least a 25 feet anyway. It's a frickin' tack driver. Unlike the question mark, where the hell are the bullets going? That's why I really can't wait to get that 645 back from Jay. It'd be really cool to actually shoot that and have it hit what I'm aiming at. So, yeah, I look forward to getting out with this. Again, that the holster that I got, you can get this in there, but you know, in the event that you actually need to draw it, you'd kind of want to build it up, put it in there, and you know, do what Mr. Holster says to do, but. My intent isn't to carry this, but I really I have to say I am fighting the urge. If it wasn't such a collectible gun, I would probably carry it a lot, because it's just a little bit shorter. You got the bobbed hammer to keep from snagging on something. The sights are nice and crisp, and the dots and everything look really good on it yet. It's just and like I said, I put the Hogue grip on it. Single stack. It's a single stack. I cannot stand the way the Hogue grip feels on the 5906 or the 4043 because it just gets too chunky in my hand. But this, it's like this grip was made for my size hand, and that's why I really look forward to shooting this, because I have not shot it since putting these grips on here. So basically, holding on to this, it's almost identical to shooting the 1006, with the exception that the 1006 has the shrouded and adjustable rear sight on it. But oof, basement pop. Just kidding. So I pulled out a few things in here, which I call the Leprechaun Special pile. We've got of course, the Dragunov. Now here's another question for the gang. If you are not altering something to the point that it's not easily reversible, does it count? I actually look forward to shooting this a lot, and having fun with distance. What it was actually made for. Now, you can go buy the crudest, least expensive scope that you can find on Amazon, and it's going to be a higher quality, better magnification than this one, even though this one is the original. The reason I asked is because I don't know if you can find them cheaper. Actually, with some Amazon coupons and all, if I actually had the fun money, not saying that I not look up. Okay, fine. I won't. For financial reasons, I won't make a move because I can't anyway. On Amazon, you can actually get the Dragunov SVD scope for $205. Instead of being a fixed scope like this one, the SVD Dragunov, that scope is a 3x9x24 with a illuminated reticle in it, and so it basically looks just like this. It's a little bit more chunky because it has the tube and the switch for turning on the lit up reticle. But for $205, I could go on Amazon and I could get a scope that looks almost identical to that, but it would be more distance friendly instead of being a fixed power like this one, which I think these are four power, not much. The SVD is a 3 to 9 with a lit reticle on it. So, but the only thing I'm not sure of if it utilizes the same windage and elevation. Like I said, that's just ultra. I mean, you pretty much only have so many choices on this in comparison to the U.S. optics that's sitting on top of the JP Enterprise. But yeah, I need to get in contact with my little Jer Bear. He wants to take this to Montana, but Jerry, I've got other things that definitely, to be totally honest, Jerry, just to be totally honest, if right now I was packing up to join you in Montana, the only reason that I would even bring this with is I don't know, to shoot it and to enjoy it. But if I was actually, if we were gonna shoot, 1,000 plus yards out there, I would bring the Mosin and the JP, and it's mostly not because this guy here probably isn't just as capable of hitting shit at an extreme distance. I'm sure even though this thing is a lot older than the JP sitting behind it, you know, basically what chokes this guy out as far as you know, really serious. You know, I'm sure there was some old Russian out there somewhere that could show up at some of these like snipers hide competitions and still ring steel at you know, 1.5 miles. But you know, this guy's scope is what hurting it. I mean, if you had a nice rail put on it and some really good optics, I would be really I'd really like to know what this beast is capable of. But if Jerry, you're looking to have fun at long distances, I would seriously consider the other two. Just saying. Matt Davis was first. Johnny Concho, 1+1. See, there you go. Johnny throwing in math skills. Clyde, third. Crazy Scotsman, fourth. Crazy Scotsman, whiskey! Why? Why does it always, why? Why would you assume that I even want to do whiskey? Hey, did I mention for the family barbecue, I marinated up a bunch of, oh God, it was an awesome meal. Mango, habanero, brats, cheesy brats. I made up a great big tin filled with six containers of mushrooms, and that was onions and butter and red wine and salt and pepper and garlic, and I put that on there about 45 minutes before the food went on, and just But NIHAP, I found something to do with this. I made a steak marinade with the airplane fuel here. I took all 10 steaks and put them in a gigantic ass Ziploc baggie, and I poured in a little bit of the old bourbon there, and Boondockers dry rub, Boondockers bold and spicy sauce, fresh ground pepper that I got from Stephen Bush, which used it all up on that marinade, and a little garlic in there, and a little olive oil, and didn't quite have the time. It all dawned on me a little late in the day, but they marinated for a good couple of hours anyway. You know, every now and then I pulled it out of the refrigerator and I beat my meat, and then I went outside and had a cigar, and I came back in and beat my meat again. Oh, you could bounce some shit off of that tummy. That's all I have to say. So, yeah, back to it. Oh yeah, it was whiskey, and yeah, I'm not gonna pour some whiskey through the pee-pee hole. So just get over that right now, Jolson. Yeah, once again, I'm getting down there on the choices on shots. See, now this is the shit right here. This is the one I got. This is the one I got from Mr. Holster. My only goal in life is to make sure that there's at least a good highball glass worth of this for when Sharky gets over here. I hate to even sound all negative and shit, but so help me God, if it turns out that I'm going to have to sit on this bottle as long as Mr. Holster had to sit on this bottle, to be disappointed, Sharky. But I understand. The Crazy Scotsman. I know it's more than a shot, but yeah, I don't care what anyone says. First of all, if you are here right now and you're a fan of Scotch, there is a noticeable difference between the bottle that Jolson brought and this one. So either something changed over 30-something years in the batch, or something actually is happening once it got in this bottle and it sat there all the time. One thing I'm noticing right now is they changed the bottles. I didn't even notice that till right now. The older bottle is like Jerry. It's much shorter. Scotsman, obviously this is not going to go away, so I'm just gonna hold on that for a moment, if you don't mind. Jose, PhD, 27, my sarcastic, narcissistic, parking sons of bitch, tits and brews. Now, you've had your channel as long, if not longer, than me. And we've been friends a long time. And we both put about as much effort into our videos. But you and your parking lot problems there. He's got some issues. I mean, when he parks his car, it's almost like he's parking a $4.6 million Bugatti Chiron or something. He parks it way away so nobody can mess up his shit. And recently, not all that long ago, you got a really good deal on some Legos. Lots of Legos. Good score. Nothing says, God damn it, like stepping on a Lego. I don't care how few of them there are. Anybody that's a parent and you've gone through the living room in dark or low lighting and didn't realize your kids were playing with the Legos and you stepped on them sons of bitches, oof. Boy, they'd probably be banned if some of these millennial cunty bastards actually stepped on one of them. I don't know, though. I think some of these millennials, though, they're just too transparent and too incapable of actually being good parents. Clyde, 7 minute 42nd in officially the gayest review yet. What a man. Stalker Steve, 5th. Multi-gunman. Matt Davis, Can-Am looks gay. Yes. Aunt Keck, 6, motherfuckers. Well, you sort of try to clean it up a little bit, but Multi-Gunman says you win a beer. Aunt Keck, fuck, 7th. Matt Davis, as I recall, Remington bolt guns can fire if you bang the butt hard enough. Now, just to see. Now, I don't have a scale, I don't have a way of judging, and I don't give a fuck enough about this whole, well, I care at heart about what they're doing to John Huber. You know, it's like, oh, let's Timney triggers, you cocksuckers. That's why I took your shit out of my gun and fucking gave it away. Timney gave me a trigger. I did a review on it. I'm like, oh, it's a cartridge drop-in style. Has to be good. No, it was a fucking piece of shit. That's how I met John Huber. I had it. Actually, I didn't have it in this chassis because the Timney has a safety lever on it, and I had to fuck up my stock, so the stock and the trigger all went to somebody, Steve. And so I had to get a new stock and start over, and this trigger, the last time I checked this trigger, and I really don't I don't like to dry fire this guy too much. The last time I trigger pulled that guy with the good one that I got from Tardisius, it was 3/4 of a pound. 3/4 of a pound. Well, thinking about the whole railroad job that they're giving John Huber, saying that his trigger isn't safe, you know, again, let's go back to, let's even go back to this guy here. So, I can't do this one-handed. I can't do this with my weak hand, but if you put the Mosin Nagant, turn the safety on the Mosin Nagant. You could drop it out of a fucking helicopter, and I would follow it down with my face against the end of the barrel, because I know it's not going to go off. On the other hand, if you dropped it out of a tree, what the fuck? The safety's off. You know? If the safety is on, it's called safe. If the safety is off, it would be what? Not safe, right? Right? Fucking not safe. So, these people that are saying John's trigger isn't safe, well, John sort of does have a fix. It's something that isn't going to take, I don't know if it was something that he had planned a long time ago and just didn't want to put it in the trigger, but for all those fucking cunts at Timney and the rest of the gang that are just trying to, you know, basically shut John down, you know, Huber Concepts. As far as I know, and the person that said it was Paul Hasman 440, and fine, you know, everybody is up to their own opinion, and Paul, I'm not dissing you at all, because you're not the only person. You just like always have the balls to fucking say it and put it in print form. But, you know, a few people don't like the Huber Concepts break because, quote unquote, it looks fugly. Actually, a bunch of you liked it when I had the old break on here, the 1 inch instead of the 3/4 inch. They both have the same performance, and when John started making a 30 cal, and this was the simulated Damascus, when John started making the 30 cal breaks in 3/4 inch, I just told him, yeah, I'll do a video and help you out. And of course, in John fashion, it's got this timed perfectly. There's no crush washer or anything like that, and you know. But what stops a lot of people from doing the Huber Concepts break is it's not round. It's a round barrel. You want a round goddamn break on it. John, on the other hand, you know, anybody that has ever shot, especially my pistol, my AR pistol, do a mag dump. I mean, he's got a video out there with a guy that owns an M16. And they shoot the M16 with the bird cage on it, and the thing just goes. Bzzz. I mean, you've got to like fight it to keep it down. And all they do is they put a Huber brake on there, and the guy's actually on video shooting it one-handed, and it doesn't move at all. Giving credit where credit is due, Travis, DJ Alkaline 1 or whatever the hell he is now. He said that John Huber made a deal with the devil because he's never used a brake with no top ports that minimizes barrel rise and holds a rifle so steady. But yeah, it's square. It's the square brake. So some people just don't like it because of that. The only other complaint that I've heard is I had a giveaway, and a guy who does long-range competition shooting won one. And after putting this brake on his rifle, it didn't fit in the case anymore. But John's just, you know, John's like me and you. He had a vision, he was able to start building triggers and brakes, and it all might end because a bunch of people like the fuckwads at Timney Triggers and a few other big companies feel threatened by the fact that John hand makes the finest triggers on the planet. I'm just not saying this because John has become more than a friend. He is, I mean, I have spent, I don't know how many of his birthdays now. He comes up here on his birthday. Somewhere I got pictures of him riding the hobby horse at Texas Roadhouse on his birthday. But I'm passionate about products that I believe in and people and companies that I believe in. You can pick up the phone and talk to John yourself and have him custom make you the trigger. You want a flip safety on it? Do you want no safety on it? Do you want it set at 2.5 pounds? Do you want it set at 3/4 of a pound? John will make you that. But to get around this whole, oh, we took your rifle and dropped it to cement. Yeah, how much do you think people have invested in these long-range competition rifles? Again, like I said the other day, if I showed up and someone said, it has to pass the drop test, fuck you. You're not dropping my goddamn rifle, you piece of shit. I tell you what, you put your face down there and I'll double the height. If you say I've got to drop it from 3 feet to concrete, I'll climb up a goddamn ladder. You put your face there. We'll see if it goes off or not. If you're not willing to do that, I'm not willing to do that, so you can go fuck yourself. But yeah, I pulled the gun out of the safe, and with the safety off, which I don't use the safety ever on the Mosin. With the safety off, I hit it into the ground and I couldn't get it to fire. But at a certain point in time, I'm not going to do damage or knock my gun out of again, fuck you. Again, I think it's pretty awesome when one of the most irreplaceable things I have in my safe started life out as an $89 rifle. Of course, that was before Obama. Obama and the gun industry fucked everything up. Multi-Gunman 357 Magnum. See, I know you. And when I think of Multi-Gunman, the very first thing that I always think of is a 357 Magnum revolver. I'm sure he'd be happy if someone gave him like a Kuhn & Arms 357 pistol, but that and the Saskatchewan. Actually, my hat is upstairs right now, and the jersey. 357 Magnum. You mean like this? See, it's always about perspective. The one looks like the 454, but let's see. Here, maybe do something like that. Then you can round it out a little bit better. Smith & Wesson, baby. Smith & Wesson. Jerry? Me. Jerry? One thing that is pretty cool about these guys, though, is, of course, this is a Nomad 686. Identical to the one that my mother gave me when I graduated from high school, but I was a dumb fuck and traded it off. And this guy, you can see just by the gap in that cylinder that something's going on right there, and that's because this guy has that all going on. Not to mention, it comes with a built-in compass. I know it kind of gets a little screwy, but if you hold it at the right angle, hang on. Should be like Yeah, perfect. Comes with a built-in compass, and so you go. It was pointing to north, but since I turned it, so multi-gun man, basement pop. I'm just kidding. Okay, Matt Davis. I plumbed a house with a bolt cutter looking PEX tool 2 years ago. My elbow still hurt. See, that's all we had until recently. The two gentlemen that we do most of our work for wanted us to redo J-Dog. This will sound familiar to you. Redo the entire heating system in one of the rental properties, and there happens to be quite a few apartments, which means quite a few radiators, and we asked if they would buy us the cordless PEX tool, and they said no. And Greg said, okay. If you pay for half of it, I'll pay for the other half, and they still said no. So Greg found one made by Milwaukee. Really, I've used it. It's quite a nice tool. You just hold it over the PEX ring, pull the trigger, and it compresses the ring. The light goes green on the tool to tell you that it was successful, and you move on to the next one. And you don't have to worry about if you have ever used the bolt cutter, big scissors looking fucking PEX tool, and you've ever been in confined spaces, you know that there is definitely some shit you just cannot do. PEX work takes a little bit of using this. It's kind of like the safety on a firearm. If you may have to assemble some stuff out of place, because once it's in place, it is never going to work. Oh, hang on, I didn't let my lovely bride know that I was home early, but she probably got notified of people going through the alley, triggering the garage camera, and saw my truck sitting there. I could get a big inflatable one just to mess with her, but yeah. Okay, my goal was to have this brew review done before she got home, but it's still possible. Oh, there she is. Hang on. Hang on, I gotta always send out those I love yous. Trust me, guys, just a life hack. You can never tell your significant other enough that you love them. Hell, I used to argue with my sister all the time. Now I tell her I love her. So, it doesn't quite work with your children, though, especially the one that's the mechanic. I'm sitting on the couch, and I was on the phone having an hour and a half long conversation with Lily, and afterwards, I just started thinking, God, no matter what happens with vehicles, and no matter what happens financially, as of this moment in time, at least because, I don't know, I could be dead in, I could be dead in 38 minutes from now because of cancer, or a plane could fall on my house. But I generally feel that I am one of the luckiest people alive. I have a fantastic wife. I have two awesome kids. And I was on the phone with Lily, and I got off the phone with Lily, and I was sitting there thinking, God, I'd have awesome kids. And since I just got off the phone talking with Lily and told her that I loved her and blah, 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 I'm going to send a text to Samantha. And I just texted, I said, hey, just wanted you to know I was thinking of you, and I love you. And about a minute and a half went by, and I got a text back from Samantha thinking it was going to be like, I love you too, Dad. And I look down and it says, yeah, that's great. What do you want? Like, what the They didn't want anything. What the fuck? Sorry. I'll read a comment. Cheap old gun guy. You've got a pee hole funnel. You're in the in crowd now. Well, thank God. I'm glad. We gotta thumbs that up and give him a heart. I know. And who was the other one? Oh. Do it now. You have about an hour. That was Mike next door. Do it! Do it now! Gunwild 1, top 10 commenters, bitches. Wow, that's as far as I've made it so far. Clyde. The drop test was designed by the Department Adjusted for Forensic Firearm Investigation Division. The standard is a 1-inch rubber mat on concrete. Drop the weapon from 3 feet. But first, the barrel, then once each side. This is done after all the tests have been exhausted because the weapon will be trashed. This is one of the tests for the accidental firearm death. Oh yeah, safety test safety on and off with primed, empty cartridge case. Thank you, Clyde. Tertius. I broke my cowbell. Fortunately, I have the Brownell's latest titanium cowbell parts kit for more cowbell. I do not keep limp wristing mine, Smile Money. Tertius, the results of a drop test are highly unreliable unless it's a Zippo drop test. Then it's important. Cowbell. Well, fuck yeah. No, that's not the official one. I've been down here cleaning and I put it where I could find it. Sorry. Oh, you know what I was gonna do? I think it's too small though. I need to get Steven to send me another one. I need to make a Boondockers cowbell. Yeah, more cowbell for more cowbell. Yeah. Crazy Scotsman. Holy hot damn brew babe straight 10. I try my hardest. Crazy Scotsman, those scared companies have all had recalls at some point, so to railroad someone for being better is ridiculous. John makes the best. I do agree. I do agree. If nothing else, he definitely makes shit from the heart. Oh, I never got to finish my statement. John can easily modify his trigger to pass the drop test. How, do you ask? A little device goes inside the trigger. Hopefully it doesn't influence how it feels, because when I have him make me one for whatever bolt gun I have that works on the Remington 700 setup someday, I don't want your fucking safety in there, Timney trigger. Basically what it is a little bar, and the gun will fire, probably, I don't know how many degrees, but once you go past too many degrees, it disconnects. So if you hold the gun upright and smack it into the ground, it's not going to go off because the trigger has been disconnected. So you better hope you're not shooting at the Taliban in helicopters. Oh, and once again, Trump made a comment, which Trump made a comment about basically what we've all said. We've all said. And all of a sudden the fucking cunt Democrats, libtard douchebags, are somehow trying to make a deal out of it. I'll say it. I'll say it loud and proud. If you come to this country, become an American. Be proud of this flag and where you are. Because if you're not, then go back to your fucking shithole, you piece of shit towelhead, camel jockey fuck stain. Simple. Why are you here? If you're not here to become a proud American citizen, then why don't you go fix your own shit? Fuck off. Get the fuck out. Go back to your shithole. If it's so fucking great, then why are you here? Trump makes a statement like that, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, yeah. Fuck you. Yeah. Yeah, god damn it. One beer down, you fucking towel heads. Oh, by the way, they demonetized the Balmy channel. They said it's not worthy. It's not worthy of monetization. You know, you can tell where my heart is when I giggled. The only reason that I saved it is so I could show it to the deplorables and John. It's like, I'm not here. I'm not here to make money. Yeah, no, like I've said before, fuck yeah, if you want to give it to me. Who would be stupid enough to say, no, that's okay. You know, you want to send me enough money to to pay my car insurance each month. Hey, I'm all for that. If not, oh, fuck you. Actually, what I like even better is if you say I'm not worthy of monetization, then I give less of a shit when I break your goddamn copyright rules with every video. I think that was one of the things that they put in the thing. I constantly violate all of their standards. Hey, YouTube, go fuck yourself.
Fake news.
J-Dog is here. Crazy Scotsman. I think you need to check your barrel more. That thing looked loaded. Well, if it's unloaded, then there is a problem. J-Dog, never used the Power PEX tool, but using the bolt-on version versus the Big Pliers one is night and day. Oh, really? Yeah. Trust me. If you've ever used the big plier version, like a big pair of wire cutters, you will really appreciate that one versus the bolt one. Basically, it's just two collars that go around it with a set of bolts on each side. So you have to sit there with your ratchet and tighten it up 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 until you've gotten it all. Then you can unloosen it and loosen it and loosen it and loosen it and pull it all apart. And now you literally have to take it off at least on one side to get it out from around a piece of pipe. It's so speedy. The couple of smart guys that I work for mostly, that's probably what they would want me to use, because it's like $100 and something to buy the one that's looks like a big pair of pliers. But the other one, it's like, oh, look, green light. And it opens up on its own. You just basically squeeze the trigger to start the cycle. It's not really heavy. The new version, the one that Milwaukee makes, is actually very nice. It's not real heavy, and the battery on it is really tiny. I thought, was like, okay, you better get at least a few of these batteries, because I'm probably going to be killing them. Yet I did the entire project, which was 2 bathrooms, the kitchen, and all the feeds through getting down to the water heater and the mains, and the battery was just, yeah, I was wrong, really wrong. I mean, yeah, you should have 2, because eventually when the one dies, you don't want to be dead in the water, but Okay. Moving on. Jolson, this video needs more cowbell. You just got cowbell and you're going to like it. Jolson, you're trying to tips with my cack. Smile Money says he loves putting it in that position. Minister Hollow Point. My Hollow Point. Wished you were here. I don't. Jolson, what do you mean you're going to drink it out of a regular shot glass and not a glass dick? What, are you too good for a full glass cock shot? Jolson, I think you need to do a full dick shot of something like schnapps or whatever floats your boat. I'll get back to you on that. That's still, God damn it. That still has to be a good 1, 2, 3, 5. This has to be at least 5 shots. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I can prove that. I can fill it and then fill shot glasses and get back to you on the exact capacity of Jolson's cack. Smile Money. I had at least 30 of those Can-Ams pass me on the interstate a while back. They are all customized, so eventually some people like them. Maybe they also like snowmobiles. Ugh. If you're going to get a motorcycle, get a fucking motorcycle. If you're going to get a snowmobile, get a snowmobile. Don't get a fucking snowmobile with wheels on it. Smile Money. I think there was some sucking with that shot and the smile. I tried not to really show it too much. Smile Money, the funnel can also be used for the Boondockers pee hole challenge. Smile Money, keep your fingers off the loaded firearm trigger until you're ready to shoot. You are such a rebel. You know, through dementia can happen to people over 50, especially when a lifetime of alcohol use has occurred. Then, no magazine disconnect. You might start the cement drop test on a rant. Eric, please, one basement pop and Christine will kill you. I don't know what you're talking about. Smile Money. Find a shooting range opportunity for long range before investing more in firearms. That JP needs a home in the 2,000 yard range. Yeah. Smile Money. My eye. I just got an orange pen in my... Smile Money. Take out his ass again. Excuse me, Mr. Sharky. Smile Money. So many Mexicans, no wonder new restaurants for them are opening. Or did you mean the restaurant serves Mexican-style food to everyone? Laugh out loud. Actually, no. Actually, me and Greg were just talking about this because he further explained the new Mexican restaurant out on the way to Superior Meats, and I'm not sure from talking to him what was worse. I think the food was just a little bit better than the service, but the service was really, really bad. And I'm just like, okay, it's a new restaurant. And he goes, well, I heard them talking and they said this is the 3rd restaurant that they opened. Okay, then they have to have a system down by now. So, yeah, he sent me a picture of the salsa, and it seriously looked like tomato soup. And he goes, yeah, that's kind of what it tasted like, with maybe an onion chunk in it. Like, oh my God, seriously? Forgot to ask him if it was run by Mexicans. Salty Shellback, I know you're calling me out about the pencil in the barrel safety check. I'll have you know that I once saw someone not do that check and, well, nothing happened. But it could have. Oh, and I take offense to being called a gun Nazi. I prefer the more sensitive term, Nazi Sally. Hey, you know what might actually work pretty good for that? Smile money just for you. Oh yeah, hang on. We need to get past the whole. Oh, now you've done it. Should I just go dead on, or should I plan for it? Holy shit! I think I just broke. Wow. Yeah, there's a little bit of energy there. I almost need to get like a dart or some kind of a... Hey, who the fuck said firearm? See, actually, you know what? Yeah, I can tell you after the first shot, it's not as much fun because this guy... Never mind. This guy really pounds that mound, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's definitely more fun with a virgin. But back at the Hall of Justice, Aquaman is making a sandwich because he's fucking useless. Underwood 357 Magnum, love it. I'm gonna have to get some new pens. And Salty Shellback, I wasn't direct. Okay, moving on. And Keck, hey, where's Joey? Joey, I know shit. Aunt Keck, whiskey, it's right there. Aunt Keck, hey E, check your email. Yes, we have been talking. And Keck, hey deplorables, let's do our best to reach 200. No. David Brown, if you're dropping guns to see if they'll go off, maybe you shouldn't have a gun. David, I couldn't agree with you more. It's starting to get a little warm. Where are we? Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. People! Don't you realize that? So how many people still watch this and go, Jesus Christ, this is taking too long? Well, that's because I'm reading comments. Let's try this one. Let's try the Tap-A-Cap. That deserves more cowbell. Just kidding. David Brown, the only Glock tool I own is a 10-pound sledgehammer. Wow. David, you have issues. Hey. I did get David to shoot a Glock, and he probably knows now, but at the time, he thought it was pretty badass. Oh, this is Sharky. I am so fucking sorry. That's because David Brown, you just think that, well, even this one's fucking awesome. That's because you think all Glocks look just like this. But David shot a Glock that looks like this. I know, unfair tactics. Basement pop. Just kidding. I have no idea why all my pins are screwed up. Hey, this one's a virgin. Oh my, that shit just doesn't get old, does it? Okay. And two of you thumbs that up? There's multiple Glock haters in this group? Okay, fine. I see how you are. Steven! Seen this quite a few times. Never had it. Just don't seem like something I'd like. Oh. See, I thought you had it. No, it wasn't what it said it was, but it was drinkable. Wasn't the worst thing I've ever had from them. Gunwild 1, speaking of Mike's Hard Lemonade, have you tried the black cherry yet? Good shit. Yes, Gunwild, I have had the black cherry, and it was good shit. Because it's like soda pop, and after 5 to 7 of them, you fall down. Gunwild, so a shot fills the balls of the glass penis? Is that anything like the money shot? No, it's kind of, no. Steven, went to Prairie, Oklahoma yesterday to get another pink labeled glass to send to a friend, and they don't sell them anymore. Don't break that one, laugh out loud. Had to get a blue labeled one. Oh, sorry, Ed. Sharky from across the big pond. Playing catch up again. Should make a review or two while on the barbecue. That's on the green bench. I should? I was thinking about doing a brew review from outside. Sharky intro babe is hot as fuck. Still catching up. I need the brew babes top for the misses. That was on the Fear movie lines. Sharky again, good to see the SVD and good to hear the stovepiping is no longer an issue. Yeah, I don't know what I don't know what was causing that. It was like every magazine, and again, maybe I should just go to Clyde or NIHAP, because the two of you seem to fucking find shit that nobody else can. Extra magazines for the Dragunov. Where can I find one? And are they like super goddamn expensive? Because that part would suck. But I am still asking for your feedback on this. If I took this scope off, wrapped it up, put it in a box, made sure that it was properly protected, and then got the scope for the SVD in its place, I would simply have a period correct scope, but maybe numbers not matching. And of course I have to start giving plasma. $205 though really isn't bad. I mean, if you considered that that's over 1,000 less than this scope, and we don't even want to talk about that scope. Sharky from across the big pond again. Hell, I would love to have and shoot the girls build. It's good looking. My daughter would love to have it. And it's pretty. Her words, and Daddy don't argue with 10-year-old girls. I like the fundraiser for Jules. She would definitely get the journal when it's done, no matter what. Nah, I think that's probably the. Actually, I should get off my ass and start maybe a little. Well, that's right. I can't do video chat anymore because some Windows upgrade. I might have to run up to Best Buy, buy a brand new camera, and see if it works or not. If it doesn't work, of course, I'm going to fucking return it. But I have gone into my registry on my Asus here, and I have actually disallowed any possible updates. The only reason that I allow my upstairs computer to do any updates anymore is because it's fucked. So I'm trying to get to something that acts stable and works, and I found that I can't back up. So I'm kind of stuck where I am. Unless, of course, I send it to Dan the Man and he wipes it and we start all over, and then I lose fucking everything that's on it as far as some programs and shit. But yeah, Windows, yeah, you can kiss my ass too. Sharky on the right video. Hot damn, now that's real titties and beer intro, babe. White lingerie does suit the brew, babe. Love the hat, a true safe keep. Sharky, much like in real life, just fill the balls for the shot. Damn, that's a nice little funnel set. Yeah. Yeah. I have to admit, when Jolson does shit, he does it right. Actually, Jolson, no, actually I don't want to admit it right now, but you sent me something a little while back, and somehow I managed to hide it on myself. Sorry. Oh, but yeah. And there was two of them. They appear to be identical. 3 different sizes, stainless steel. Fuck. Taking the pee-pee hole challenge. You got this one for everybody, and then you've got that one right there for Jerry for the pee-pee hole challenge. Okay. Sharky, if only the titty bunnies would come as fast as the dust bunnies. Sharky, crack is all about your crack height about on your crack. Crack is about on your crack height about on your crack. Okay, I'll take your word on that. Sharky, over here the 3-wheel crotch rockets are hot because over here the law isn't a motorcycle but a car. So every fucker with just a car license can drive them, while proper motorcycles need a separate license. Blue Thunder, remember would ketchup cowl will taste good? Yeah, English fucker. Blue Thunder again, I need that gun in Montana in September. Send it up here. Which one? Blue Thunder, Joey's wife would kick his ass if she knew how many guns he has. Almost sounds like blackmail material. I'm game. Jay from Elite Ammunition on this, that, and the other thing. Last comment. It looks like you probably did. Joey, bro, every time you fart, the inertia from your ass sets the trigger off on your Mosin. Now, with that being said, I love that gun. Joey, I'm right here, Aunt Keck. Joey, so that's what you're going with? The mat on the floor is to take the stress off your feet. Well, at least you know there's a soft floor in the Puzzle Palace. Well, Joey, except for when you were here, I just didn't want your knees to get sore. Good, Joey. Rich, Foodmaster Chew 12. Well, at least I know I can find this in my area, maybe. Try it. Joey, let me guess, that's not the first time you shot a load at the camera. Real cold burnout in the 18th century, pink was considered a boy's color. So little boys were often clothed in pink. Young men would wear suits with pink coloring. Interesting how cultures changed with time. That is interesting because, again, it's always a matter of perspective. Case in point, I'm just, not that I want to necessarily use profanity, but why is it that fuck is a bad word? It's because what people have made it. I mean, you could say duck. Hey, why don't you go duck yourself? Why is that okay? How is it that some of the words became bad? It's all, again, it's kind of like the thing from Three Men and a Baby. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Then the challenger countered with a vicious right hook. Again, really, it's just a word. I mean, you can choose to take offense or not. I know a friend of mine, Jimmy. I know Jimmy doesn't watch this. I don't think Jimmy. I don't know if Jimmy has internet, but Jimmy could not say the words, "How was your day today?" without using the word fuck at least 3 times. And it's just like, dude, can you not have a conversation without dropping the F-bomb? I know, you probably asked me that too, but, for me, I can have a normal conversation without any problems at all, but, when I get really fucking pissed off because of libtard fucking cunts, profanity sometimes comes out. Just saying. Bring them all to their island. Real cool burnout. I thought Aquaman always made tuna fish sandwiches. Tuna fish? How could Aquaman do that? Doesn't he, have a relationship with them? Real cool burnout. New drinking game. Every time E does a basement pop out his ass, slam a shot. You should have, Cobra. I should have done a brew review last night. I took my leftovers from the barbecue. I took the habanero brats and I sliced them up into pretty meaty chunks. And then I cut up 2 of the awesome Boondockers steaks, and then I put them in a big casserole dish, and I covered them in baked beans. Grandma's recipe. Sorry for what Christine had to go through. If I would have done a brew review, you'd been drunk off your fucking ass about 30 minutes into it. Last comment. Sharky, stop pencil raping the Smith, you perv. Okay. Lagunitas. Phase change. A seasonally unexpected wet hop juicy ale. Unfiltered 4.7% by volume. Where am I going to put it on the E scale? This is actually very enjoyable. This is from the 2019 One Hitter series. You pot smokers, try not to get excited. I don't think that's what they mean. Maybe they do. Contents under fresher. Okay. This is very good. I liked it. I'm gonna give this a 9.5. I'd give it more if it had more alcohol. Oof. And after 3 of those, not that I'm feeling the alcohol, I'm more like feeling like I'm full.
Listen, you're being rude. You're fake news. You're fake news. Stop being rude. You're fake news.
Okay. Hitting the, we're going to the Two-Hearted Ale Club. It's earlier than normal, but it's also, yeah. J-Dog Heart Club. Sorry, my Sharky. Jolson, this video needs more cowbell and shots. Okay.
That is such fake news.
Blue Thunder. Sorry, can't make the shoot. I'll be in Montana at the Big Boy Range. Gunwild 1. I love titties and beer. Cheers, Two-Hearted Ale Club. Oh, sorry. Standing in is Two-Hearted Ale is this. Oh, hang on. What else do I have? Seems how, unless Stalker Steve shows up at this very moment in time, there's only one more comment to read. Hang on, I don't know what that is. It was never alive, so that's a good thing. Gunwell, did I read your comment? I love titties and beer. Cheers, Two-Hearted Ale Club. If not, I mean, it's powerful words. I mean, get all emotional, and I'm going to read it again. I love titties and beer. Oh, you just think about that for a moment. The titties and the beer. You could have beer off of titty. I could have beer off of those titties all day. Cheers, Two-Hearted Ale Club. Gunwild. Oh, better words have never been spoken. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little choked up right there. Last comment until I hit the Stalker Steve. Let's just hit the Stalker Steve button and see if we can take it away from him. Probably not. Son of a bitch. Last comment is actually from my little Jer Bear. That's a nice idea with the book. Yes. Yes, it is. It was not my idea, but it was an awesome idea. I don't give a shit what Matt says. This stuff is awesome. It has a little bit more of a smokiness. Sharky from across the big pond. It'll be so great. I'll just put this here. It'll be so great to be sitting out back, smoking a big ass cigar with my own glass in my hand while I look over at you and you're at my barbecue making whatever the fuck it is you want to make, because everything you make always looks so goddamn good. Hitting the Stalker Steve button. I'm hitting the Stalker Steve button. I'm hitting the Stalker Steve button.
You're fake fake news.
Okay, that's it. Cheers, guys. I'm gonna go enjoy that. I'm gonna edit this, and I will not be here tomorrow because, well, you'll see next time I see you.